Hello, everybody out there in the internet world. My name is Christopher Burgess, and I am in Washington State right now. And I have not done a video blog since late September, and so I thought I'd do something just to kind of update everybody again and get started rolling with 2013 and continue with my Sunday updates. So I just want to share a little bit about what's going on here. I'll be in Washington for the next about 2 months, and then I'll be heading off to do School of Biblical Studies, an SBS, in Taiwan. And I'm going to be going with a group of about 7 people out to Taiwan to do this course for 9 months. So I'll be out there for 9 months studying the Bible inductively and very intensely for anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day. So that's kind of where I'm going to be going to next, and if you'd like to know more about that, please email me and I can answer any questions, and my phone number is on my blog, so you can ask anything, call, text, whatever is your preference. So there you go. So I've just got done spending 2.5 months in India, and I did a couple of video blogs while I was there, or a couple blogs just writing, and got to share some of my experience there and what I was learning. And the Lord was teaching me so much during that time, and it's amazing to look back on the things that I took away from that trip and see how much the Lord really did. And I'm amazed just to think back on the testimonies of what the Lord did during that time, and I want to just share a couple with you guys just to kind of stir your faith a little bit and let you know what the Lord is doing all over the earth. And so the first one I want to share is one day a couple of our team members, Kaylee and Stephen, were walking down the street, and this guy stops them, and he says to them, "Hey, you were in my dream last night, and in my dream you came and told me about Jesus." And that opened a door for them to be able to share the gospel with him. And they shared the gospel, and he gave his life to the Lord and got baptized and filled with the Holy Spirit in that same moment. And so the Lord was really setting things up divinely for us while we were over there, and we got to see how his hand was upon, just the moving of his Spirit. It was amazing. The other one I want to share is with this guy named D. And during our first month there, we got to know D as kind of the guy who was an influence to the young Tibetans. He he knew everybody. He was kind of the hip kind of guy who was friendly to all the young Tibetans, and really knew everybody. And most of the people that we preached the gospel to had heard the gospel before, and so it wasn't uncommon to share the gospel with someone and have them say, "Yeah, I heard that," or "That's nice, someone's told me before." But we really got a revelation of what it means to sow seeds, because the people, everybody that we shared the gospel with that came to the Lord had heard it at one point before. And D was no exception. Kaylee and Seth on our team got a chance to sit down with D during an English class, and the conversation started to turn towards the Lord, and so they went outside of the class and sat down with D and started sharing with him about the gospel and sharing about the love of Christ and the forgiveness of Christ and all that God has done for us. And as they were sharing this, D was getting feeling like electricity was running through his body and feeling tingly and weird. And he was like, "What's going on? This is so weird. Are you guys doing magic?" And they're like, "No, that's the Holy Spirit. He's filling you. He wants to have a relationship with you." And so they preached the gospel to him. After his experience, he gave his life to the Lord radically. And we had the chance to continue discipling him throughout our time there. And so it was an amazing opportunity to see such an influence come to the Lord, and that he was being discipled throughout our time there. And so that was such a blessing for us. So that's a couple testimonies from my time there. If you'd like to hear more, I would love to share. There's so much that God did, so many testimonies about prayer and intercession and warfare that I'd love to share. So until next time, I will see you guys later, and I'll be trying to do weekly updates here from Washington.